Peace, Moors. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Why, Mr. Anderson?
Listen.
Why? Why do you do it? Why? Why get up? Why keep fighting? You believe you're fighting for something, for more than your survival? Can you tell me what it is? Do you even know? Is it freedom or truth? Perhaps peace? Could it be for love? Illusions, Mr. Anderson, vagaries of perception. Temporary constructs of a feeble human intellect trying desperately to justify an existence that is without meaning or purpose. And all of them as artificial as the Matrix itself. Oh, only a human mind could invent something as insipid as love. You must be able to see it, Mr. Anderson. You must know it by now. You can't win. It's pointless to keep fighting. Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you persist? Because I choose to.
Peace and love to all the Moors, all the Muslims. Why do you keep persisting? Why? That's what Agent Smith was on. Agent Smith was on. Why do you keep persisting? Why don't you stop? Why don't you quit? Why don't you stop? Why don't you quit? Agent Smith. That's what Agent Smith was on. Agent Smith was on a takeover. He was on control. He wanted to take over the whole Matrix. Then you had Neo. Neo represent the God self. Agent Smith, he represent the dark side. Greed, anger, hatred. He was on that. He was on straight dark. Total control, manipulation, power drunk. So he was talking about purpose. Why do you keep going? Why don't you stop? Because Agent Smith, he saw something, but he didn't see it all. You see? And this brings me to this right here. To the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Why? People ask people like, why? Why do you still go? Somebody that do something. Like say you do something that you got a passion for. You got a passion, but it's in a positive place. Whether it's sports, whether it's art, whether it's anything, you got a passion for it. And people, they'll count you out. They'll count you down and out. But you yourself, you know that you meant to do what you doing right now. You persistent. You resist. You concentrate. You focus. You on your purpose. And that's the why that they can't figure out. See, people that hate on you, they don't comprehend the why. They don't know why you got it. They don't know why you do it. You know why you do it, because you driven. You got a purpose, fam. It's your mission to do what you doing. That brings me right here. Check this out. In the prophecies and hadiths of Noble Drew Ali, when people ask, why do you keep going, Kush? Why you keep going? Why y'all Moors keep going? Why? What is it? Because Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, if you doubt that I am a prophet, watch my prophecies. See, you don't worship Noble Drew Ali. You honor the prophet because of what he brought back to people. You don't worship nobody, but you give out honors, supreme honors to people that put the work in. That's like no different than saying you giving somebody their flowers. You give somebody their flowers while they alive. You don't want to wait till they dead and gone. They didn't left their physical shell. You want to give somebody their flowers when they up. So you give them honors. Especially the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You give him honors. You don't worship nobody. So look, I'm going to show y'all something. This is what the Prophet said in the 1920s. Now, keep in mind, we going back 100 years, fam. He said, all nations will turn against the United States one day. Hold up. Pause. Pause. Yo. Pause. Peace. Pause, fam. Let me clean this lens off. Pause, fam. Okay. Now, Prophet Noble Drew Ali said this 100 years ago. You look at current events on the news, TV. Everybody globally is turning on the U.S. corporation. That ain't happening right now. That ain't happening right now. Ain't every nation turning on the U.S. corporation? And keep in mind, the U.S. corporation is not the Americas. No, sir. The U.S. corporation is a corporation that's established in Washington, D.C. That 10 square mile radius in Washington, D.C. That's the U.S. corporation. That's the headquarters. Mecca, peace, more. My dude. The U.S. corporation is the 10 square mile radius in Washington, D.C. District of Columbia. Do the knowledge on the District of Columbia. I'm talking about wild. That's the United States. That right there. Anything outside of that, no, sir. So let's go to it. You see, right here, that's the first one. All nations will turn against the United States one day. That's happening right now. Let's go another one. One day, the United States will not be able to do any business unless they do it through the Asiatics. Who are the Asiatics? Who are the Asiatics? Yeah, let me know y'all tuning in from. Shout out to Austin, Texas. Shout out to the rap. South side, north side, east side, crazy, out west. Let me know y'all tuning in from. So, I'm going to show y'all something. That's two prophecies that Prophet Noble Drew Ali already said. He was talking about everybody one day is going to turn on the U.S. corporation. Shout out to VA, ATL, Cali, Fort Lauderdale. Let me know y'all at with it, because you might have some Moors in your territory that you might just bump into. You in Alabama right now? Yes, sir. Texas. Shout out to Liverpool. Peace. Gotta get to them. Shout out to Connecticut. Shout out to ATL. ATL in here strong. Yeah. So I want to show y'all something about somebody who has a purpose, but that's dark. Shout out to Connecticut. Shout out to Cali. Cali in here strong. There's people out here because you had a law of duality. Shout out to Houston. You got people that are for the light, and you got people that are for the dark. You can't be, what are you talking about? Registered. There's no such thing as a registered anything. What are you talking about? You can't. Register means part of the corporation. You can't register your nationality. That's a birthright from the creator. Shout out to Mobile, Alabama, Detroit. You got people who on the dark side, who the prophet warned us about in Caveat Emptor. Watch this right here. Shout out to Nashville. You gotta watch people that's on the dark side. Watch this. You got people that's on the dark side.
Do we have a deal, Mr. Reagan?
You know, I know this steak doesn't exist. I know that when I put it in my mouth, the Matrix is telling my brain that it is juicy and delicious. After 9 years, you know what I realized? Ignorance is bliss.
Hold up. Pause. Now, did you catch that? Did you catch that? Agent Smith. But okay, that's good. You put him on notice. That's what's up, more. But don't get caught up on paperwork. Don't get caught up on paperwork. It's not about the paperwork. It's about your mentality. It's about your integrity. It's about your spirit. So when you see this right here, this scene again, when you see this scene, use your Moorish eyes now. Turn your pineal gland all the way on. Nah, you see this scene? People that work for the dark side, they know exactly what the light is. They know the light. But what do? They want to go back. Instead of going forward, they want to go back. Instead of going forward, they want to go backwards and sell their own people out. Why? Why they want to sell their own people out? For selfish gain. They want to get some silver. They want to get some cash. They want to get some material, some worldly possessions. So instead of being on their purpose for the light, they got a purpose too. But see, their purpose is for the dark. The principle of duality. Principle of duality. So what is you doing with your purpose? What are you doing with your purpose? You worried about somebody else's purpose? Or you focusing on and you concentrating on your purpose? What are you doing with your purpose? Are you on the path of light or dark? 2 paths. You choose. Let's go a little further.
Then we have a deal.
I don't want to remember nothing. Nothing. You understand? I don't want to be rich. You know, someone important.
What do you say?
I don't want to be rich. You know, someone important.
See that? Got him.
I don't want to be rich. You know, someone important.
He want to be rich.
Like an actor.
Someone important.
Whatever you want,
Like an actor.
Mr. Riggin.
He wants to be important. He wants to be rich. Like an actor. You think it was coincidence that they put that in the script? He want to be important. He want to be an actor. He want to be somebody rich. They chasing the material world. They chasing the material world. They want all the materialistic things. They want the shiny things. People keep chasing things. You see? They keep chasing things instead of knowing who they are. Actors. They acting like they're having fun all on social media. They acting like they doing it. You acting like you doing it. But off social media, how do we really know? How can somebody really know based off what they showing on social media? You don't really know. You don't really know. Only they know, you see, and the creator know. So all that glitters ain't gold. All that glitters ain't gold just because it's on social media and it got millions of views and likes and thousands of likes and views. That don't mean it's gold. You don't know what that person going through. They just presenting something on social media. You don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. But check this out. Check this out, though. This is why we go right here. This is why you go straight to the literature right here. This is why you go straight to the literature. And you see this right here? Look. See this right here? Look. Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, I'm going to make the European enforce my law. Ain't that happening right now? Ain't you starting to see Europeans telling the truth? Slowly but surely, truth is starting to squeak out their mouth. Like the Albion European that I posted on my page. Here he is talking about the U.S. corporation. The United States is a U.S. corporation. There he is talking about that. He talking about this right here. The United States means a federal corporation. He telling people to quit. If you don't like how you getting treated, then quit the federal corporation. Prophet Noble Drew Ali does it again. He said he was going to make the European tell the truth. Didn't he say that? Didn't he say that? Huh? Didn't he say that? He said, I'm going to make the European enforce my law. Didn't he say that? You said that, didn't he? Oh, okay. He also said, if the European be just, they would have an Asiatic vice president. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or correct Noble Drew Ali if he was wrong. He said this in the 1920s. Don't y'all got Kamala Harris in there right now? Huh? Don't get quiet. Nah, don't get quiet. Don't get quiet now. Nah, don't get quiet, exhuming of a nation. Don't get quiet. Didn't Prophet Noble Drew Ali say, if the European was just, they would have an Asiatic vice president? All you gotta do is holler at Kamala Harris. She in there. Asiatic. That's Moorish. And we got an and too. Also, if they had an Asiatic president, they would have a European vice president. Oh, what? What? 1920s. That was the 1920s. There's no such thing as black people, white people. Get colorism out of purge that out of your head. Get rid of colorism out of your head. That is a fictitious mentality. It's poisonous. You got to purge that. The remedy for that is love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. See that right there? Asiatic means Moorish. That means Moorish. Asiatic. So you got an Asiatic vice president, Kamala Harris. Then you had Barack Obama. Oh, and he wrote it in the 1920s. Don't get quiet. Come on. Don't get quiet. Come on now. Nah, don't get quiet. Nah. Because these people be saying that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, he wasn't really. What? What are you talking about? Abyssinians are Asiatic. Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So these people that keep talking about, well, we got to struggle. We got to go through harm and we got to go through misery on earth to get our heaven. Says who? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know what the prophet said? The prophet said, Allah alone guides the destiny of this divine and national movement. He also said that the Moors once ruled the world. The Moors once ruled the world. Now get ready to rule it again. But this time, it's going to be done under love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You see that? You see? So when we say that you got to go to the teachings, you got to go to the holy instructions, you got to study, this is what we talking about. We're not talking about worshiping Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You don't worship nobody, but you give praises and honor to the ones that brought forth information that actually Prophet Noble Drew Ali was the only one. He was the only one that brought forth nationality, birthrights, the flag. He brought information that was sealed up. I'm talking about buried, fam. They had this Moorish information buried. He brought it back. This is why he get supreme honors. Not worship. Not worship. Honors. Giving them his flowers. Big difference. You don't worship nobody. But you give them their flowers though. And he also said this. The only thing that will surprise me is if a Moor would do right. Oh my God. Yo. The only thing that will surprise me is if a Moor would do right. Wow. Wow. Hey, man. This is what happens when you get betrayed by your own, though. This is what happens.
Getting an LLC for your business doesn't have to look like this.
This is what happens. Man, we talking about Cypher.
You pick a state.
Man, we talking about Cypher. Watch this.
Have anything terribly important to say to switch? I suggest you say it.
Man, we talking about Cypher. Check it out. Check it out.
You first, Neo.
Watch them traitors.
I don't know, it just went dead.
Gotta watch them traitors. Remember, they work for the dark side. They chose their path. Watch out for them dark side traitors.
Hello, Trinity.
Cypher, where's Tank?
You know, for a long time, I thought I was in love with you. I used to dream about you. You're a beautiful woman, Trinity. But bad things have to turn out this way.
You killed them.
What?
Oh, God.
I'm tired, Trinity. I'm tired of this war. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of this ship being cold, of eating the same goddamn goop every day. But most of all, I'm tired of that Jagoff and all of his bullshit. A surprise,
The traitor. Envy.
Bet you never saw this coming, did you? God, I wish I could be there.
Traitor.
They break you. I wish I could walk in just when it happens. So right then, you know it was me.
You
Right there.
Morpheus.
And they break you. I wish I could walk in just when it happens. So right then, you know it was me.
You gave them
Did you see his face?
And they break you.
Watch his face.
I wish I could walk in just when it happens. So right then, you know it was me.
Ah. Right there. He's smiling at him.
You gave them Morpheus.
He lied to us, Trinity. He tricked us. If you would have told us the truth, we would have told you to shove that red pill right up your ass.
That is not true, Cypher. He set us free.
Free. You call this free? All I do is what he tells me to do. If I gotta choose between that and the Matrix, I choose the Matrix.
The Matrix isn't real.
I disagree.
Mm.
I think.
What do you say?
If I gotta choose between that and the Matrix, I choose the Matrix.
The Matrix isn't real.
I disagree.
Oh my God. Yo. This guy, that guy, you talking about jealousy, envy, hatred, all lower self, murder, right here. We coming out of the book, the Exhuming of a Nation. We coming out of this book. And you see this right here. Let me get it clear. See this right here? See, we got love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And we talking about the principle of duality. Yeah? You got Lucifer, the beast. You got Satan. You got the dragon. See that right there? And you got the devil. This is the higher self of man. This is the lower self of man. When I say man, I'm talking about men and women. Right. As above, so below. And the sun is shining on. The sun is still shining. Yes, we got intelligent Moors on here tonight. This is why I rock with y'all. See, the sun's still shining. See, the sun shines on the good as well as the evil. So the sun shines on above as well as below. You see that? So how do we get ourselves to align back to the positive side or balancing this out? Islam. How do we do that? The workshop, the tools of the mind. We got to study the workshop tools of the mind. Yes, the Bible teaches that. The Septuaginta teaches that. The Torah teaches that. The Quran teaches that. All of the books, the Bhagavad Gita, all of the books, they teaching the same lessons over and over and over. You just got to know what you're looking at. And the connection is the knowledge of self. Man, know thyself. Man, know thyself. That is the connection. You take the good, you take the bad, and you use it for the positive. Use it for the positive. Yeah, one creator, Allah, Father of the universe. Look. Check this out right here. Where we at? Where we at right here? The workshop. How many days are in a circle? 7 days. How many days are in creation? 7 days. According to science, how many days are in a year? 7 days. How must thought be developed? By the exercise of strength. Does the soul have a boundary? Yes. It was upon this boundary where the essences took on a final garb. What is the end of the soul's search? Truth. What are her means to discover this? Reason and experience. In one short breath, what is it that all men need to know? Know thyself and Allah, the great God. How will I know these to be true? For they are plain before thy face. Fam, As above, so below. Man, know thyself. Have to know yourself. Let's go.
I think the Matrix can be more real than this world. All I do is pull a plug here. But there, you have to watch APOC die. Trinity.
He pulled the plug on him.
Welcome to the real world, huh, baby?
But you're out, Cypher. You can't go back.
Oh, no, that's what you think. You're gonna reinsert my body. I go back to sleep, and when I wake up, I won't remember a goddamn thing. By the way, if you have anything terribly important to say to the Switch, I suggest you say it now.
Oh, no, please don't.
Not like this. Not like this.
Pulled the plug on him.
Too late.
God damn you, Cypher.
Don't hate me, Trinity. I'm just a messenger. And right...
Said don't hate him. He's just a messenger. What kind of messenger? What kind of messenger? I'm going to throw some questions at y'all right now. Out of this book right here. How much time we got? Okay. I'm going to throw some questions at y'all right now. Out of this book right here. True World History. Humanity's Saga. All right. You should subscribe to my Patreon because I'm flooding them. I'm flooding information on that. But I got some questions for y'all right now. We gonna go into the self with the oversoul and the God mind. All right. I'm just bring y'all into what I'm looking at right now. The self, the oversoul, and the God mind. Check it out. So these some questions for y'all. You say, what can you do within an environment that is designed to pull you down? How strong are you? I got you. Can you walk through the darkness of the outer world stronger and better for the experience? Or do you allow outer circumstances to pull you down into them? So you want a screenshot? There you go. True history, true world history, humanity's saga. This book go crazy. Get it in your library. Check it out though. So it say, these are some questions I'm just throwing out, something to think about. So it say, can you keep yourself clean no matter how deep the mud and muck? Islam. Can you maintain and retain your personal integrity regardless of the degradation of society? And its attempts to suck you into its pits. Strong. Just because, quote unquote, everyone does it, do you have to join in? Just throwing some questions out to y'all from this book. Do numbers of people make something correct? Wow. That's strong. Do numbers of people make something correct? Pause. Let's let that one. Let's let that one spin around a little bit. Because think back a couple months ago, Kyrie Irving, he didn't budge. And y'all out there that didn't take the, you know what I'm saying? You ain't take that. You ain't take that up in your body. You didn't budge. You didn't budge. No. You didn't budge. Ain't nobody budging. What you mean? Nobody's budging. But see, there's those numbers, those inflated numbers. They'll be like, oh yeah, you got to take it. Oh, your job says you need to take it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Are you going to stand your ground, though? See? Or are you getting pressured? Do you succumb to the pressure? Do you fold under the pressure and be like, oh, dog, I got to take it because, my mom, my dad, my wife, my husband, all my friends and family, they saying I got to take it. Did you stand your ground? Did you stand your ground? Or did you fold? They was giving out, fam, the New York, what was it? The New York mayor or the governor, they was offering food. They was offering some French fries. They was offering Fiat. They was offering guns. They was offering jobs. They was offering cars. They was offering all kind of stuff. Did you fold because the numbers start to tidal wave on you? Or did you stand your ground and say, nah, I'm good. I'm not taking none. Kyrie ain't fold. You ain't fold. Or did you fold? Did you fold? Or did you stand? Oh, they had, come on, Ty. They had donuts. They had beer. They had it all. But Ty, chicken sandwiches, nigga. Niggas had chicken sandwiches, Krispy Kreme donuts. Don't fold for the chicken sandwiches. They love them. They got the slogan, G. Love that chicken from Popeyes. They got the slogan, fam. Cause they know so-called black people gonna be like, oh yeah, you got chicken sandwiches? You got donuts? What? Oh, niggas' eyeballs turn into paper plates, pop out. Niggas' eyes gonna pop out, paper plates and whatnot. Chicken sandwiches? Donuts? Beer? Guns? Lottery tickets? Don't fold because of the numbers. Let's go back in a little bit though. How much time we got? All right. Huh? Don't fold, G. That Popeye's chicken had niggas going crazy. What? Love that chicken from Popeyes. Niggas had the whole song on there. Every time you turn around, it was a drive-by at a Popeyes. Niggas was running people over, getting fights breaking out for Popeyes chicken sandwiches. Peace, more. All that. So, do numbers of people make something correct? You gonna stand your ground? Are you strong enough to be your own person, regardless of how many people fight against your right of personal self-expression? Ether. Are you gonna stand your ground? No matter how many people go against your personal right to self-expression, you gonna stand your ground? Say, there is a reason why you choose to be here at this particular time. With the increasing undercurrents of darkness that are rising to society's surface, this is a perfect opportunity for you to allow your personal undercurrents of darkness to do the same. In this way, you explore what is hidden within you. So you can make conscious choices. Is the darkness bad? Is it simply dark? Why does it exist within you? Why does it exist within society? You see that? This is what we talking about the oversoul, the God mind, and the self. This is what we talking about. You can get this book right here. I snatched this one off Amazon. Yeah, it is dark. It is dark though, ain't it? But it's also light. See, it is dark. Don't forget, the sun shines on the good as well as the bad. So What purpose are you serving? Are you serving your higher self? Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice? Or are you serving the dark side? Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, and beast. You see? But see, right, these things exist because of the principle of duality. See? Exactly. So you can't have one of these without the other. The question is, which one are you putting your energy into? Aha. Which one are you putting your energy into? Are you putting your energy to the dark? Or are you putting your energy into the light? Or are you balancing out the dark and the light? Or the light and the dark? See, when you understand the depths of your own being and take the time to penetrate the multi-layers, levels, you will in turn take the knowledge into your understanding of the outer world. Self-knowledge also reflects back to you in the outer world. If you cannot clearly define your own center, how can you possibly know when others are off center? This is what we saying. This is what we saying. This is what we talking about right here. We talking about knowledge of self. When you know something, can't nobody try to put the wool over your eyes and blind you. Because now your eyes is laser beams. So since your eyes is laser beams now you could burn through the nonsense. You not going to get blinded by the nonsense. Now you know that the United States is a federal corporation. That being a federal corporation, are you still going to serve a federal corporation? Or are you going to come into your indigenous, Moorish birthright and nationality? Your rights to your lands, your territories, and your resources. The only way you can get that is through nationality, because sovereignty is only gained through your nationality. That's your bloodline. This is a maxim of universal nature. This is law. This is law, fam. Tribes can't do that. They can't do that. Tribes don't do that. Tribes don't do that. They can't do that. They don't do that. This is why they want people to get tribal IDs and tribal ID numbers. Yeah? This is why they want our people, Moorish people, to say, yeah, I'm part of a tribe. And then the Bureau of Indian Affairs step in and they give you a tribal ID and a tribal number, which violates the nation's Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples' right to self-determination. So when you say you part of a tribe and you got a tribal ID, guess what? You just forfeited and abandoned your rights that were protected by the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. See? Now you voluntarily gave up your rights. Didn't nobody put a gun in your head and tell you to do it. See? See, nobody told you to do that. Nobody tell you to do that. Now check out this scenario real fast. Check out this scenario. If a German man and woman will go to Mexico and have a child, that child would not be a Mexican American. Check it out. Two Germans go to Mexico, have a baby. The baby ain't Mexican American, as both of their parents' bloodline is of German descent. That child may be considered a Mexican citizen through the naturalization process, but never a Mexican national, and may be deported back to Germany at the will of that American government, Mexico. Do you see what's going on? Caucasians are not white people. So when you call them an American, you're calling a Caucasian who is of European descent an American. They're not American. They're of European descent, not American. It does not matter if they were born in the Americas, Al Morocco. That's the Americas. So when you say out your mouth on some, yeah, or you let them get a pass and let them say, oh, they're Americans. See, this is why they don't talk about nationality. Because nationality is going to bring this question to the forefront. What is your nationality? Where you come from? See? So people who not from here, these ancestral lands, if they not from these lands, from time immemorial, which means the beginning of before the recording of time. So if they don't have proof to say that they have been here, guess what? They not Americans. You get it? This is why you don't call them Americans. What did Prophet Noble Drew Ali say about that? You know, Prophet Noble Drew Ali said a whole lot of stuff. He documented. Yes, just Moors. Just Moors. Caucasians are not free white people. They're not free white persons. They're not Americans. They're not Americans. You can't call them no American. We're not Indians either. You want to see what the prophet said? Let me show you what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali said. In the National Mission Statement, Proclamation of Status and Jurisdiction of the Moorish Americans. You know what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali said about so-called Indians? This is what he said. This is what he said. Oh, they definitely not Moors. European hybrids are definitely not Moors. No. We created them, but they're not Moors. They're Albions. So look, that's why we call them hybrid Europeans, hybrid Caucasians, because Moors are the first of everything. They're hybrids. So look, this is what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali wrote in the 1920s. Check it out. Check it out. He say, the balsed heads and earth mounds can be found to this day from Canada in the north, southward through the U.S., Mexico, Central, and into South America, proves our pre-American presence here. There's no such thing as a white anything. There's no such thing as a white anything. Colors are adjectives. People are nouns. All right. It's no such thing as an orange person. All right. It's no such thing as a gray person. There's no such thing as a tangerine person, a turquoise, a violet person. Your aura can be violet, but not that the being itself as far as a nationality. You know what I'm saying? So when you say what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali was writing in the 1920s, the National Mission Statement, it put it right here in black and white. So it say, true history declares the Moorish Americans seeds, check it out, seeds of the ancient Canaanites from the Holy Land of Canaan are the original inhabitants of all the Americas. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? All you gotta do is go to the literature of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. See, this is why they don't bring up Prophet Noble Drew Ali in no time of the year. They always put him on the shelf, but everybody always using Prophet Noble Drew Ali literature. They always take little bits and pieces to try to slide in and slide out with his information. But they never give him his props, his honors, though. They never give him his flowers. They always take what he talking about, though, and manipulate it. Yeah. Prophet Noble Drew Ali said a lot of things that people, they don't want to deal with because they know it's going to shut the whole corporations down. Let's go right here again, though. Watch this. So he say, This right here. He say, whether by legacy or dormant conditions of servitude. So he's including Moorish Americans, ancient Canaanites from the Holy Land of Canaan. Not only are the original inhabitants of all the Americas, by legacy and dormant conditions. That means if you've been a mental slave, that does not change you being a descendant from the original inhabitants of all the Americas. Feel me? It's on my page. So when you see this right here, let's go one step further. He say, no other people can rightfully make this indigenous claim, including the so-called Indian tribes that followed centuries later, save the Moorish nations. Oh my God. This guy dropped the phone on the whole demo. Yo. Just gotta drop the phone on it. Bam. Anybody talking smack about Indians, Native Americans, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So-called Indians, Native Americans, you didn't come for centuries later. Centuries? Oh, centuries later. So-called Indians. So-called. You didn't come for centuries later. So you can't even rightfully make a claim as indigenous people. Because the Moorish Americans are the original inhabitants of all the Americas. What are you saying? So when you say this right here. When you say this right here, look. When you say this right here. Brazilians, Mexicans, Guatemalans, Peruvians. When you say all these and some, Moorish Colombians, Moorish Guatemalans, Moorish Cubans, Moorish Puerto Ricans, Moorish Salvadorians, Moorish Chileans, Moorish Argentinians, Moorish Nicaraguans, Moorish Haitians, Moorish Trinidadians, Moorish Jamaicans. You're including all inhabitants. You see that? You see how it says the original inhabitants of all the Americas? And guess what? Where do Europeans come from? Caucasians. Is that America? Is that America? So Europeans, Caucasians, they over there, 3,000 miles away, over there. Over there. They're not over here in the Americas. All the Americas. That means North America, Central America, South America, and all of the adjoining islands. Hawaii, the so-called Caribbeans, all of that. The Bahamas, St. Lucia, St. Croix, all of that. The Philippines, all of that. Taiwan, all of that. Vietnamese, all Moorish people. Moorish. Pertaining to Moors. Moorish. Check this out, though. Check this out. You want to see something wilder than that? Hold up. How much time we got? Okay. Right. Moorish Tainos. Boricans. Boricua. Look. What do you say right here? What do you say? Oh, okay. Okay. You want to see something? You want to see something wild? You want to see something wild? Huh? You want to see something wild? There go the prophecies. There go the prophet. There go the prophet. He say, the holy prophet told the Moors. Peace, Moor. The holy prophet told the Moors, children, you are at home. You are at home. Shout out to the Filipino Moors. Yes, sir. You are at home. And the European is 3,000 miles from home. And he is going to have to take some water. What? Are you serious? Are you serious, fam? Are you serious? Are you serious? Europeans are not at home. Moors, we at home already. We chilling. We at the crib. What you mean? We at the crib. We posted. We at the crib already. Europeans, they ain't at the crib though. They 3,000 miles away from their home. We at the crib chilling though. Feet up, relaxing. That's what we supposed to be doing. Not stressing, not killing each other for fiat, fighting each other for tribalisms. We ain't supposed to be doing that. We supposed to be loving ourselves, each other in law, knowing history, moving with economics, a Moorish unity, unified with nationality, free national standards and principles. That's how we supposed to be moving. And anybody going against treaty law, constitutional law, free national standards and principles, you got to go that way. This is why the Moorish militia is necessary. Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms, liberty's teeth. Second Amendment, the right to a well-regulated militia shall not be infringed. This is why we got to study law and enforce law. Be active, not passive. Be active, not passive. See that? Get out of that mental slavery. See that? You got to unthaw your mind, G. Our people got to literally unthaw their minds. This is Asia Major. This is Asia Minor. The entire planet was called Africa. The entire planet was called Asia. The entire planet, you could say, is a Mexum. They switch names around to get us to be confused. Like, oh, no, you from over there. No, you from over here. You looking at the same people. See that? Study, study, study. Study, 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 fam. Get you a Black's Law Dictionary in your life, 4th edition. There go my timer. I hope y'all got something from this beam. It's always love building with the Moors, though. All the Asiatics, all the Muslims. Teach your babies. Teach your babies. All the time, Wars. Hope y'all got something from this beam.